Okay, hello Year 9, here's Dr. Tolchinova again. I want to help you with your homework on question 4. In this question 4 we see straight line and we see triangle. We have actually two triangles with angles DBE and angles 120, 30 and angle C, and we need to find all angles that labeled with a letter. So for example, perhaps would be easy to find straight away angle D, because 130 and D, they form a straight line. So we'll say, okay, for question A, to find angle D is we subtract 130 from 180, we are getting 50 degrees, and the reason would be angles at a straight line add up to 180 degrees. We can find angle E for the same reason. Angle E and angle 120, they form a straight line. So if I subtract 120 from 180, I will find 60 degrees is my angle E. Alright, and now to find B is, maybe I would be able to use now the fact that angles in a triangle add up to 180, B, D and E 180. So to find B is, we need to subtract angle D, which is 50 degrees, angle E, which is 60 degrees. Alright, they all together are 110, so we have 180 minus 110 degrees, 110 degrees, so that is 70 degrees. We have found angle B. To find angle C, we should be able to use the fact that angles in a triangle add up to 180, so 30, 120 and C will be 180. Alternatively, you could use big triangle, and to find that if B is 70, then 70 and 30 is 110, or sorry, 100, and so this big angle, angle D and C, also add up to 180, but I think I perhaps would go with small triangle this time, okay? But what I'm trying to say that there are more than one solution to this question, okay? C will be 180 degrees in a triangle, take away 30 and 120. This altogether is 150. Take away from 180, the answer will be 30 degrees, okay? 30 degrees angle C, and so to find angle F is 180 minus 30, because angles at a straight line add up to 180, and the answer will be 150 degrees. Alright, so we have solved question A, and now it's time to solve question B. Question B. Alright, okay, question B. Okay, let's see what we can do here. LM is a straight line. PQ is a straight line too. That's what we've been given. Alright, so what can we find here easy? As far as I see, angle I is easy to find, because I, 50 and 50 degrees angles form a straight line. So I know that I plus 50 all equal to 180 degrees. So I plus 100 will be equal to 180 degrees. So therefore I will be 180 minus 100 degrees, and I will be simply 80 degrees. Alright, so I is 80 degrees. Alright, we have found one angle. What else can we find? Look at this big triangle here. Okay, P, angle 50 and 50 is 100. This angle 42 degrees. How can I find this angle J? If three of them 100 angle, this 100 angle, okay, 42 and J, they are equal to 180 degrees. So therefore I can write the equation to find angle J. How? 42 degrees plus 50 and 50, which is 100, okay, plus J will be equal to 180 degrees. Alright, so 142 degrees plus J will be equal to 180, so J will be 180 minus 142, so J is 180 minus 140 is 40, 40 minus 2 is 38 degrees, so we have found J as well, so J is 38 degrees. What else can we find here? We see at this point here that J, which is 38 degrees, and H and H are the same. If they are two angles are labeled with the same letter, it means they are equal. So 38 degrees, we can write 38 degrees plus H, they equal to 180 degrees because angles at a straight line add up to 180. That means 38 plus 2H is equal to 180. So 2H will be 180 minus 38. 2H will be 180 minus 30 is 150. 150 minus 8 is 142. Okay, so H will be 71 degrees. Alright. Right, now we have found angles H. What else can we find? Look at this triangle. Okay, look at this big triangle. P, Q, and whatever this point would be. Angles there add up to 180 degrees, right? So we have 50 degrees angle here. I'm talking about this triangle, okay? This triangle. So in this triangle, angle 50 degrees, J and H, they add up to 180 degrees. So I can write sum for them, statement for them. So 50 degrees plus angle J plus H, which is 71, plus angle J, which is 38, they all add up to 180 degrees because angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So I can find angle J. 50 plus 78 plus 38 is 78 plus 38 is 109, plus 50 is 159 degrees. Okay, so then angle G is 180 minus 159, and that is equal to 180 minus almost 160 will be 20, and we need to return 1, so it will be 21 degrees angle G. Okay, we have found that angle, and finally we need to find angle K. As you see, angle K is connected to to many angles. We can find many angle K through many angles. For example, we know that PQ is a straight line, so if we'll find this angle in this small triangle, alright, so we can find angle K. 42 plus 50 plus this small angle. By the way, it's not 100. 100 was for this too, so please don't be misguided by this 100 here. Right, so 42 plus 50 plus this angle will be 180. Okay, and so then K will be 180 minus 42 and 50. So as you see, actually angle K will be equal to 42 plus 50, which is 92 degrees. You could come to this from different point of view. You can also find this angle. You know angle G now, you know angle H now. So 180 minus G and H should give you this angle. And then 180 at a straight line minus this angle should give you K 92 degrees. Or you can use this triangle. Look at this triangle, right? You know this is 50, this is 36, so 38, sorry, 38. So 50 plus 38 is 88. Okay, 88. And so if you subtract 88 from 180, which is sum of angles in a triangle, right? So you get 180 minus 80 is 100, and 100 minus 8 is 92 degrees. And do you know what? These two angles, K and this 92, are vertically opposite angles, so therefore K is 92 because they are vertically opposite. Whew. Okay, found. So as you see, many solutions. Please solve in your own way. You should get 92 degrees. And final question from question 4 is question C. Alright, look at this diagram. See which angles you can find immediately just simply from the diagram. Look at this L. Okay, look at this L. What L is? L is 35 degrees because angles are vertically opposite, so L is 35 degrees because vertically opposite angles are equal. Alright, now can I find angle M? Yes, of course we can find angle M because M and 35, they form a straight line, so M plus 35 is equal to 180, so M will be equal 180 minus 35 degrees. Alright, so what we can do is to subtract 35 degrees from 180, so what we'll get is 150 minus 5, 145 degrees for M. Alright, this M should be 145 too because they are vertically opposite, so 145, this angle is 35 and this angle is 145 degrees. Done. What else can we find? As far as I see, in this triangle we see 35 degrees, we see this one is 90 degrees, and we see this one is N. Alright, so what do we know about angles in a triangle? Angles in a triangle add up to 180. So to find N is easy. Add up all angles that you know. 35 in this triangle, 90 degrees plus N, and this sum will be 180, right? So 35 plus 90 is 125 degrees plus N. The answer is 180. Take away 125 and will be 180 minus 120, 60, 60 minus 5, 55 degrees. As you see, N is 55 degrees. If I know this angle, I will know this one as well because they're simply vertically opposite angles. They share vertex, alright, and they're opposite, so we call them vertically opposite angles. They are equal. So to find angle P is piece of cake now because N and P are forming a straight line, therefore they add up to 180 degrees, so P will be 180, take away 55, which is 180 minus 50 is 130, 130 minus 5, 125 degrees. So this P should be also 125 degrees because since they are vertically opposite, right? So here we are, we have done question 4 year 9, and so hopefully that helped you to understand how to solve it. Thank you for watching.